Fuck off!
Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for the Walking Dead universe, and another video for the Walking Dead, Daryl, Dixon. We are finally here to give our full thoughts on the third season of Daryl, Dixon. We did individual episode reviews on the channel as the episodes were going by and as they were airing, so definitely make sure to check those out if you have not seen the individual episode reviews. But now it's time to look at the season as a whole, look at it, you know, kind of full on, and talk about it and discuss it. So, what did I think of Daryl Dixon Season 3? Having a few days to sit on it. I had a few other shows I was reviewing, so it took me a little bit longer to get this one done. But I wanted to say, first and foremost,
Daryl and Carol are in Spain.
Shut up!
This is probably the most surprising season of the spinoff seasons for me yet, honestly. And what I mean by that is that I went into this season not really expecting much of anything. I'm going to be honest. I really didn't. After a very poor second season of the spinoff series and after a really good first season, I really wasn't sure what to expect. Honestly, I really wasn't. This season genuinely surprised me because I think it started rather slow. I think it did. It started rather kind of, you know, a little draggy, I'm going to be honest. The first few episodes, it was a little like, okay, let's, you know. But then something happened. And then the rest of the season, from like the moment it picked up to the moment it concluded, I thought the season was really, really well told and really well produced and well written. Honestly, really well written. So, I don't know. I would look at this season in a very interesting fashion, is that it starts off, honestly, weaker than any other Daryl Dixon season for me, and then it just gradually gets better, and it stays good all the way through the rest. So it's a very interesting season in that regard, and I think it's definitely an interesting conversation to have, because I can't sit here and say I love this season, right? I can't sit here and say that, because that means I would have to like how the season started. But I think by the time you get to about the middle point, and a little bit before that, and then all the way towards the end, it's damn near flawless. So it's an interesting season in that respect, honestly. So let's go over each episode. Let's talk about every episode in its totality. So, episode 1. I did not really think this was a good episode. This was just us messing around. We had Carol and Daryl going into, you know, of course, London, which they filmed in Spain, which I thought was very unique in that regard. I also found the Julian character to be, while interesting, underused and just underwhelming. Even though I liked the actor and I thought he was pretty good. I think it was a very convenient way that everything kind of went down. The hot dog jokes were very... That's kind of an issue I have with the season overall. The hot dog jokes are just really poorly placed and wrong timing and just not authentic to me.
Yeah! Where the hot dogs?
It's your grandma.
You have to be fucking kidding me.
And it just doesn't land. And, you know, I mean, I have an uncle that tells me this all the time. You can say a joke once. You can say a joke twice even. After a few more times, the joke isn't funny anymore. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what, you know, that turned into, you know? And when I had Carol going on and being like, we are fucking hot dogs, I was like, okay, Jesus Christ. First of all, retake. Second off, that is a terrible, terrible line to give an actress. So I don't even blame Melissa, because that shit was terrible. So the first episode, I didn't really care for. Though I didn't hate it, it wasn't for me. Episode 2. I thought episode 2 was pretty decent. It was a pretty decent episode. We had the introduction of Soler Domer, the introduction of Fede and his group and his people, Justinia and Roberto and Antonio, and, you know, meeting the new characters. And I think it did its job at that. I think it was much better than the first episode. I think it did its job at introducing the characters and going into the conflict. My only real gripe with this episode is I find the King of Spain is just not interesting. The next King of Spain is just not interesting. I find him to be a very bland character and a very bland villain. And because he is supposed to be an antagonist, I should be interested in his, you know, storyline. So I can't say that this episode was amazing, but I thought it was an alright follow-up to the premiere. Then I would say the season hits the lowest point I've seen, honestly. And that's episode 3. I'm not even going to try to sugarcoat it. I can't fucking stand this episode. I'm going to be fully honest with you. And this is the main reason I can't stand this episode. The romance is all the fucking episode is. We're watching movies with Antonio, and we're making out with Antonio with Carol. We are watching Paz and her girlfriend, as she calls her, handsome. Watch the review if you want to hear my in-depth thoughts on that bullshit. Yeah, I mean, we got Daryl and Roberto looking for a boat. The whole episode, we're looking for a fucking boat. We got this horny lady in the tower with her boyfriends. Yeah, no, this episode sucks. It absolutely sucks. Nothing fucking happened. It was absolutely dumb and stupid. And honestly, it didn't do anything to progress the plot. You could have just included Justinia leaving with the King of Spain in the, opening of episode 4, which would have just been episode 3, and you could have cut this shit out. Honestly, it's fucking stupid. So, episode 3, absolutely lame. One of the worst Walking Dead spinoff era episodes I've seen. Fucking awful. But then, all of a sudden, I don't know what the fuck happened, the season picked the hell up. It did. It picked the hell up from this moment on. Episode 4. Fucking amazing episode. I absolutely love this episode. We had the attack on Solaire d'Omer. We had some action, some fights, some badass shit. Fide's villain arc kind of got started in that episode. He started turning on some of them. Roberto, of course, went to go look for his girlfriend. They went to go look for him. The conflict began and everything fucking started. Honestly, banger fucking episode. I loved episode 4 so much. Everybody was a badass. Everybody was awesome. And it was just tense. It was exciting. What can I say? It was a really fantastic episode. Episode 5. This is honestly the most unique episode of the season. And to be honest, objectively with the writing, I would even say you could make a case it's the best one. It's really fucking good. Even though there are a few I prefer over this one, I think this one's the most unique because you've got, Daryl out here in a really just dire state, surviving out there in the, desert and just, really just looking for water, and you got the train and you've got the heists going on. You've got the, the people with the disease or whatever that Daryl's kind of helping out, and he helps them out, and they give him water, and he gives them water, you know what I mean? And it was just fun. It was really fun. The action was good. The fight sequences were great. The one guy's like, it was so good. It was such an awesome and eventful episode. I really liked that one a lot. Episode 6. Honestly, fucking awesome episode. You get the full reveal of Fide now as a villain. He is just all-out villain in this one. He kills the cat. He does all this crazy shit. He sabotages everything. We get the backstory of Antonio in this one, which was awesome. I mean, really good. Getting to see, the protests going on and the frickin', riots going on and the outbreak and the death of his wife and the conflict that causes with Fide. Really felt bad for Antonio in this episode, and they really gave him a really, really good backstory for sure. And then obviously with the Daryl and Paz storyline, I thought that was really good as well because, you had them trying to get, Justinia out of the convoy, and it actually didn't work. Daryl actually had to let her go, which I thought was really sad and, kind of tragic as you had the shootout going on and everything. I thought that stuff was awesome. I thought this episode was stellar, honestly, really damn good. And then finally, the finale, episode 7, which is an unlikely number. We don't usually get 7-episode seasons. Episode 7, man, was really good. Really good. You had Antonio captured, Carol going in there to get him. You had the fallout at, Solaire d'Omer, as you also had Daryl and Paz breaking into the next King of Spain's home and literally just overrunning that place completely and absolutely desolate stuff. I mean, it was insane, honestly, and it was an insane final battle. And I really enjoyed getting to see the return of Caudron as well. Caudron coming back was sick. Yeah, it was just overall really, really cool. It was a great finale. I liked seeing the fight between Fide and Daryl, and then the boat, and then everything there, and then obviously seeing them, kind of struggle at the end. It was awesome. It really was. It was a fantastic finale with a lot of really great moments. So, that's kind of my opinions on all the episodes, kind of an updated opinion on them. Honestly, none of the reviews are any different, honestly, y'all. Every review, still the same ratings as for every single one of them. Yes, I still have a 10 for all the episodes with episode 4, 5, and 7, and actually No, it's 4, 6, and 7. Those are my 10s this season. Those 3. Those are my 10s. 5 is near, though. I'd say like 9.5. And yes, I still have a low rating for episode 3. I still think that's a 3. I think that episode sucks. And then episode 1, okay. Episode 2, a little bit better, but still just okay. Overall, this season, I would say, honestly, if you're looking at this season overall, the best character is Daryl Dixon, for sure. Just Daryl. Daryl's amazing. He's in character the whole season. Aside from that, I would probably say Antonio. I really liked Antonio. I thought he was really good. And then maybe like Paz, and then maybe like Fide, and then, you know, maybe like Justinia. Carol is just... Carol, look, she's fine this season, but like, there was a lot of stuff early on where I wasn't vibing with her character. I found she got better later on, but still not like amazing, you know what I mean? So like, I'd put Carol as like, she's okay this season. She's alright, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then, obviously, I mean, in terms of, like, the episodes, my personal favorite episode, I would probably say is episode 4, but episodes 6 and 7 are close contenders as well. Those episodes are phenomenal. And then, on top of everything else, I mean, I would say the main 2 things that I would say bugged me about this season was just, in general, I think Carol was kind of a nuisance at times. And then the main villain. The main villain of this season with the King of Spain or the next King of Spain or whatever the pit's sake you call it, it was bad. It was really bad. It was not a good villain. I did not like his character. What was his name? Guillermo or something? I don't even remember his goddamn name. That's how freaking irrelevant he was. He was not a good villain, and he was not having any charisma on screen or anything like that. I even found the acting was boring, to be honest. So he is a massive dock for this season for me. But I like the Spain characters. I love the setting. I love the music. I love the action sequences. I love the character moments for the most part. I think this season is a miles better than season 2, for sure. But I still think season 1 kind of solos. I'm not going to lie. Like, actually really solos this season. So I would say it's a solid season. It picks up. It has its flaws. But I would say overall, you're looking at an 8 out of 10 from me. That's what I'd give this season. It's solid TV. I like it. I think it's good enough. I think if you like, you know, Daryl and Carol, you'll probably get a blast out of this. In particular, Daryl. Daryl's very much in character. I would kind of suggest that you would I would say skip episode 3 for sure. And just watch the other 6, and you're good. Honestly, I think this season's really good. 8 out of 10. I'd give it an 8 out of 10, and for the modern Walking Dead spinoffs and the state of modern Walking Dead, that's pretty damn good. Honestly, that's pretty surprising. So, good job. 8 out of 10. Mr. Gimple, 8 out of 10. No, Greg, you're not getting a fucking 10. That's right. Okay. Must mean my review is bad then, you know? So, freaking Greg, man. But anyway, so that is my thoughts from the unqualified reviewer. That is my thoughts on The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon Season 3. Let me know your thoughts down below on what you thought of Daryl Dixon Season 3. And yeah, let me know. So if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies did a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.